kids, and he vanished for a whole year, and I just didn't really know what to do. I stayed with my mom for a while. I don't even remember how long it was. And then I met my boyfriend that I've been with now for, it'll be 9 years next month. Oh, this month, it's October 1st. So in 2 weeks, we will have our 9 years. That's pretty awesome. And that happening to me, obviously, made me grow up a lot. I had two little kids that I was like, oh my God, I never thought this was going to happen. He had mental illness, so I knew like eventually, like, his stuff was always rocky, that eventually things probably weren't going to last. But it just was like so shocking and I was so young and I had such little kids. So, but yeah, it all ended up working out. So like 5 years ago, I started Beachbody, and I started doing work and going to therapy and realizing a lot of things about myself that I had like when I started therapy and started talking to my therapist, I started to remember a lot of things. I knew things had happened to me when I was young, but I didn't know like the extent of so much because I wasn't really sure what was real and what wasn't real. So after my divorce, I started having like these weird dreams and like flashbacks of memories, and that I just kind of felt like dreamlike to me. I wasn't sure what was real, what wasn't. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to get into therapy and start therapy. And I was sexually molested when I was a child. My dad yet left at a really young age, and then my husband did what he did. So I really just didn't have a lot of great male figures in my life to give me that self-esteem that I always knew I needed. And I was always looking for love in the wrong places. And then 5 years ago, I found Beachbody and I found therapy, and I started drinking shakes, and I started joining the groups, and I went through actually 3 coaches before I found Stacy, and I joined that group, and I've stayed in this group. I don't even know, like, there's just so much in my brain. Let's see. And I have to talk about stuff without crying, so it's gonna take me some time. Don't want to cry. um through I don't mind crying. It's hard to talk while you cry, so I don't want to waste time crying. um Through therapy and personal development and everything, that all the work. Excuse me. Jesus, I knew this was gonna happen. I warned her that I was not gonna be able to shut this off.
It's okay to show emotion. If you
I
cry,
know.
it's okay. This
And I
is
want to
you.
tell my story. I do, because I know it brings so much for Jesus. All right. I had therapy today too, so I love Beachbody. I mean, that's really all I can say. I love Beachbody, and I love all the relationships I've created. Have I been consistent with coaching? No, but I know that it starts with me, so I'm trying to be consistent so that way I can tell people this stuff without this happening, because I know there's so many women that have gone through this and gone through what I've gone through, and they need support, and they need to feel good about themselves.
Cassandra,
Well,
love you. Sorry, my computer's slow today. I don't know if there's a full moon. You probably know. I just want to say, no, it's okay. While you get yourself, first of all, Beachbody is allowing you to feel too, along with all your other outsider tools. And so I think that's amazing, because what I have seen as a coach from her is, she came into a challenge group. right? And she was in it, and then she was in, and she was out, and she was in, and then she was out. And then I get a cancellation email, and I get, I want you all to know that when I see things like that, you may not think anybody cares when that email comes through. But I can tell you, we care.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that I gave her, and I told her, I said, you're coming back when you're ready. And I always checked in with her. How are you doing? What's going on? You got shake? Let's get back in. And she may not have done it, but you know what though? Here's the deal. She's in it now. And if you are just knowing who she is now, this is not who it was a couple moons ago. But what I want you to understand is this. I see a woman who is strong as F, and everybody in here is strong as F, right? We're all strong as F. But now what I see in her is that she finally got past her quit zone.
Yeah, I can bounce back a lot quicker now because I
Yes.
know what it
Yes.
feels like when I stay down too long.
Yes.
And I don't want to be on medication.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I explain my kids, like, if I have like an outburst of anger or I take it out on him because of my belief system from everything that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I told my daughter, good example today, I was like, I'm going back to the gym on Monday. They're like, you do too much already, mama. You go on walks, you go to therapy, you're eating vegetables, and you exercise already, and you drink your shakes. You do too much already. Why do you feel that? I was like, because when you fall down off your bike and you get a bruise, it gets better, it heals. You get back on your bike. Mama had bad things happen that hurt her brain, and so I don't have to go on medication. I want to do these things so I can feel better. Nothing against people who are on medication. I tried it for myself. It just didn't work for me.
That's okay. Hey, listen, we're all at whatever works for you. It's not a one-way street. That's the beautiful part about life. So there is no roadmap, right?
Right. Yes. I have Hashimoto's disease, so I do take medication for that every day, and I have to take special vitamins for that every day. I struggle with sleep, so I do medicate with marijuana before bedtime. I use my crystals for meditation. I read a lot of astrology. Astrology helps me a lot. It's helped me find comfort in who I am. It's helped me learn about my kids better. It's helped me communicate with people better. And I'm sticking to my therapy. That was an in and out thing for me as well.
Yeah.
In and out, in and out. I still struggle with food, but that's why I see Mike. He helps me with different eating meditations and things like that.
I think that's awesome.
I have my containers when I fall off, and I have my shakes when I struggle.
Your body has changed. I just saw a picture of you. I was going through your profile pictures to make the cover for tonight's event page. And I was going through your profile pictures because I was like, oh, if she has it as a profile picture, I can use it because you have it as a profile picture. Yeah. There's a picture of you like laying on a rock or something in one of your profile pictures.
Oh my God, that was when beginning of when I met my boyfriend. I was
you need to do a side by side of where you are right now. No, you're gonna shock the crap out of yourself.
I do every day. I have good body days and bad body.
No, but you know what you are? You know what I see? You are consistent in the tools. And from the consistency, your body has changed significantly. But aside from the physical goals, which are all great, and it does feel good, trust me. I've seen some confident pictures in her. I've seen her taking some cheetah pant pictures. I've been seeing her do some rap songs. What I see is you alone, right? Even though you're with us, right?
Yeah.
You post for us, for you, and I see confidence building. Your body is healing from those past pains, right? I think sometimes weight gain is a lot of emotional.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I do. You know what I mean?
Years to come on me, like
oh
yeah, long time to get
100%. But then it's like when you start to realize and you start to get in that consistency pattern, and your engine's going right. You're showing up every day. You're posting your shake. You're posting your food. You're posting your workouts. You're dancing. You're confident. Yeah. But it's working. It's working. And I know for a fact, and you can probably say this officially, I'm damn sure you have passed your quit zone. I definitely
have.
Yeah.
Because I think it's also because not that I just have so much tools, is I've known that motivation is not, it's an action, not a feeling. You have to like listen to it. We don't just say, oh, do personal development because it's gonna, no, you do personal development or listen to a podcast or you go for your morning walk or you do something to spark that. And that's why I want to go back to the gym. I'm still going to do Beachbody, but I like the energy there, whether I'm just going there to help support my friend that wants me to go with her or I'm going there just to go on the treadmill. I like the energy. It's okay, I have to get up and go. I don't have a choice.
Jennifer loves the gym.
When I struggle to do Beachbody mentally, if I go to the gym with her and just use the treadmill for a bit, when I get home, I'm pumped up, I'm ready to go. I want to do yoga or I want to do something to feel better about what I did at the gym or whatever.
It's incredible. Like you're addicted now to it.
Yes.
You're addicted to it. And here's the thing too, like everybody here at some point has been a professional quitter on themselves. But let me ask you a question. Let's go on the chat for a minute here. If I say you have been a professional quitter, and this is where you guys know I always try to tie something emotional with what we're doing in our journey, right? Because you can't stay surface level. I'm like, well, I don't know why I always quit. You got to get real curious, right? So I am a professional cheater, quitter, cutting corners. Like that's what I was, right? And I can stem that back to middle school, taking tests. That's where it started.
Oh, I hated tests.
What's the answer to number 10, right? B, right? Like we all did that, right? Or maybe you had an exam and you half-assed it. Or maybe you had a book report and you're like, dude, I got to read the Cliff Notes, F this book. Like I'm going to, right? So we have been wiring ourselves for a very long time that number one, we can't. Number two, let me just find the easy way out. And number three, I don't want to try hard enough. So then all of a sudden we're here in our adult years, right? And you're sitting here and you might be, I don't even like to use the word struggle or hard because that just makes it worse, right? It's like, oh, I'm really struggling to get down my routine. No, you just have to create discipline. If you're struggling, you're poof, like you rub the genie lamp, that you're gonna struggle, right? So here's what my therapist taught me one time, and I don't know if you've ever done this before, Cassandra, but every time my therapist tried to pay me a compliment, she goes, hey, your hair is really pretty. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting it done. She's like, you didn't even hold it for 5 seconds. And I was like, huh? And she was like,
I'm better at taking them now.
Yeah. But like to me, working out is holding a compliment to the promise I made to myself. It's going to feel really uncomfortable. Like sometimes we're so used to being baby in the corner of Dirty Dancing, right? I always use this analogy because baby sits in the corner. But baby's been practicing and she knows how to freaking do it, right? And it just took somebody to grab her hand and say, nobody puts baby in a corner, but she actually did it, right? The group is Patrick Swayze. We are all taking each other's hands and saying, nobody puts Jennifer, Lindsay, Sharona, Cassandra, Kelly, Leah, Melissa, nobody puts anybody in a corner. But what's funny about that story is we don't know where baby, did she put herself there? She did, most likely, right? So we put ourselves in that corner. It is our job as community family. We are a family, you guys. This is not just some Facebook group. Like, it's not. Like, it is a family, right? If one is down, I bet you we all are feeling it. Okay? It's
yeah, right. I notice when someone's not active.
Yeah, I do too, right? And I get it. But here's the deal, though. We have to ask ourselves when we stop momentum and we stop our shakes and we stop our working out and we put those containers off to the side. I want you to find out what age you are inside of yourself that really needs the healing. And then you break the containers out and you break the program out and you break the shake out and you say, you know what, Stace? You're about 14 right now. And I remember those days where you just thought like everybody was smarter and prettier and honor classes, right? And I was like the thanks for coming classes. Like, I just really wanted to do like pancake flipping 101 and just like hang out with my friends and like, smoke cigarettes in the bathroom. That was my high school journey. So I was good at it. But that's not going to create, I really was. I thought I was badass too. Like I'm smoking in the bathroom. But what I'm trying to say is like, I can see why in the beginning of my journey, it was challenging not hard, challenging, right? But we can do hard things. Like, listen, you guys, if you're not doing something hard, you're not going to make your life easy.
Right.
If you're not doing something hard, you're going to make your life, or I'm sorry, let me say that again. If you're not doing something hard, it's going to make your life, I didn't just screw this up. You know what I'm trying to say? You have to do hard things to make an easy life. There we go. My brain just came back, right? You have to, like, some people might go, I can't drink Shakeology every day. Yes, you can. It takes 5 seconds. Like, I have to mic drop sometimes, y'all. I got to mic drop because that is a missing link for a lot of people. A lot of people might go, oh, I'm, you know, I lack this. I don't have this, and I'm lacking this in nutrients, and I got to take all these supplements. No, you don't. You need to just stay consistent on one freaking thing and say to yourself, like I did in 2015, literally, I wanted to lose 30 pounds. Yes, that was in the back of my brain, right? That was in the back of my brain. That's a great goal, right? But I literally, you can ask John with my baby who was 3 months and now she's 5. I said, you know, what if I just cut my shit and just see what keep going looks like? Like, what if I just do that? Because I was a professional quitter, right? I canceled all of the time. I told people I couldn't show. I really could. I just was intimidated by people at the party. We've all done things like this, right?
Yeah.
But what we're doing, we are really molding ourselves that we're not worthy, or that we're not worthy enough to be around other people. You know what I mean? So when I see you, I see you inspire the shit out of me. And I know you do in the group with these women. And so I ask people, like, please post your pictures every day, because you have no, like, you might go, but I didn't do anything great today. All I did was my shake. How dare you disrespect yourself and say that? You cannot say, I just had a shake. Are you kidding me? You could be preventing diabetes in 5 more years. Are you kidding me? Right? We don't think about those things because the society doesn't teach us this. We run immediately when it's fear-based, right? Oh my God, I just got back from the doctor and he told me I had high blood pressure. Okay, I'm totally all in now. Don't be fear-based, right? Be power-based. Power-based, right? And 9 times out of 10, that doctor probably needs to be on Beachbody too. Just saying. I'm serious. I'm not joking. But what I admire about you is that, yes, you've come in here, you've ghosted, you've come back, you've canceled, you've come back. Every time you've come back, has there always been something whispering to you in that time period? And what was it?
Oh, yeah. Just feeling good and having energy for my kids and feeling part of something. Like, I struggle with feeling like you said, baby in the corner, like I'm not constantly comparing, or like, oh, they don't like me, or I'm one of those people who will distance myself. But that's all I know has to go part of maturing and healing emotionally. So I know that. My therapist says I have really good insight. Like, I know I need to do a lot of things, and I'm aware of a lot of things that I do and how they're connected to my younger self. But there was always something just saying, come back, take care of yourself. You always felt better when you take care of yourself. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm just going back to the workouts. It made it easier for me because it was everything in one place, and I need that structure. I need everything in one place. So I
have a question. Did you, when you were not around in the group, did you look in the group?
Oh yeah. And
what happened? Walk me through that a little bit.
I would just be jealous and look at everybody and then be like, oh, and then eventually I would every time build the confidence up again and say, okay, Monday I'm going to start. I can do this. But I know how hard it is in the beginning to get through those first couple weeks of being achy, and that was always felt like it was worse for me. Not that taking away from anyone, but because I was already, my knees are already sore and depression hurts. Like, I would literally lay in bed for days and then go to the couch. Kids would go to school, I'm home, no job, wasn't working. Then I was like, I need to get a job. Like, I need to get out of this. Like, it's okay. Like, move on from the stuff that happened, get help, and like start healing. And I was like, I got it. Literally was on the couch, like literally just eating, gaining weight, and laying on the couch. And that was painful. I would wake up sore.
Yeah.
I just made
And it
really
like,
is. Then I had to exercise.
Girl, you have a waist. I was like, oh, dang, I was like, look at her doing all some sexy dances. That's confidence. And when I see that, I love that, because you know what that means? You don't care what anybody else thinks in this group. And I love that because
I
you're
used to,
free.
but not just the group in general.
Well,
Like,
yeah, yes, but the group can, what I'm trying to say is like, this spreads into everything that you do. It's like, this is also how I interpret the group, you guys. Life, and sometimes we would make this backwards, right? Where it's very common, right? And 98% of this people do this. So we have to really be 2%ers, you guys. We have to be 2%ers in our community, which means doing what others won't do so you can inspire. So if you like to help people, then work the shit out of a program. Drink your shake for another person so you can show them like, hey, I know, but I'm doing it, right? But sometimes this is where we have it backwards. So like life to me is like the tornado or the hurricane, right? Kids, online learning, plot twist, unexpected bill, going to your job, going to your other job, maybe going to your third job, mortgage payment stress, credit card debt, right? It's all the things, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times that is our reason that we don't do what we need to do. And again, I have a sticky tab and it says, how dare you, and it's in my medicine cabinet, it says, how dare you disrespect yourself on life's events that always occur.
Right.
I literally say that to myself. And I don't say it mean, like rudely to myself, but I'm like, whoa, no, I have to show up because how am I going to handle life if I'm not healthy? How am I going to handle credit card debt if I'm not healthy to face it physically and mentally? How am I going to be able to face a plot twist, right? How am I going to be able to face it? And I'll tell you what, if I had to pick one thing in here, I'd be drinking my shake every damn day because I already know what it does. Every time I go to the doctor, my 5th, appointment every year. And I don't know if you guys know this too, but your healthy fat does rise. And if your healthy fat rises, that means your heart's super protected. We don't think about that, right? Because all we think about is, oh, I am 150 on that scale and it has not moved. Who gives a shit about 150, right? You got to think about your liver, your kidneys, your mind space, your eyes. Are they going to work later down the road? Are you going to be like, we have to think this way. Be selfish. Be so selfish. And a lot of what we're learning is old things, old wiring tapes, right, Cassandra? It's that old tape, right? So I think I'm so glad you're part of our tribe. I love your energy. I love your fucking comeback. I love your comeback. Like it's like every time I'm like, whoa, look at this. And you know what too? No one's checking on her either. No one's going like, hey, did you have your shake? Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that?
No.
Nope. She don't need that no more. She gone. And I'm so proud of you. But you know what too? All of it now, can you see it's part of your journey, even what happened leading up? Right?
I can see like the before and after like how I was mentally before and how I am mentally now. Like even when I lost as much weight as I had lost, I still saw myself at the weight I was in the beginning.
Right.
So I ended up gaining it all back because I didn't see a difference. Now I have days where I do see it and there's days I don't. But I do see it now when I look at myself, and I believe that I believe in myself.
Oh, wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I believe in myself.
Oh, my
love! Baby.
I'm gonna have a hot flash. That's awesome, and I love that. And I want you guys to realize something here. What's working is the consistency. What's working is she's showing up in the group. Please, I beg of you. You guys know I say it a lot. Don't just scroll your team page. Be in the team page. It is your magic potion to it all. Personal development, vulnerability, sharing, but also looking at yourself and asking yourself, like, am I disrespecting myself today? Is this remember, what do I say? What's your gift? What's your gift? What's your gift? And I'm going to tell you, a lot of your gifts, y'all, come from what we all call the bad, right? It is your gift. Nothing is here to hurt you. Not one damn thing, unless you decide that it's there to hurt you, right? Nothing is there to hurt you. It is there to serve you. My dad's suicide, yeah, that hurt me for a long time. but I had to work my way through to realize it was my greatest gift. You know what I mean? It is my greatest gift. I miss him. I want him back so badly, but I love who I am from where I was in shattered pieces. So maybe I had to shatter. Maybe that was my, guys, we're just living in the chapters, right? You can write the rest. You can write the rest of your book. You have the pen. You have this home. This is our home. So like I said, right? Hurricane, tornado is life, right? You know, researchers go into the hurricane and into the eye of the storm, right? And when they go in there, what's so cool about that? It's calm. It's quiet. It's actually the safest place. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it is. And that's where they get their research and they get their data. And then they come back out of it. So when the next hurricane hits, they have heads ups, they know how to prevent, and they know how to stay safe as best as possible, right? Your group in here is your eye in the storm. Life, this is life, right? This is life. You should come in here every day to watch your life, to take care of you first so you can do all of this. And you get your research and you get your data and you get your, oh, I didn't realize, God, I got to heal my 8-year-old self. Damn. Oh my God, wait a minute. I don't have a voice. I got to grow a voice because I can't talk to my husband. I'm asking him things. Ew, why am I just not telling him things? That's weird. Where does that stem from? Oh my God, my childhood, right? It's like, it's crazy, but it takes a lifetime. And there's no finish line, right? There's no finish line. None. Cassandra, what can you give advice to the people here that might be in here that have started and stopped and done the wishy-washy dance? What's your humblest piece of advice that you could give to the girls and the team and the family tonight?
The most cliche, don't give up. Don't give up, because then it, for me, every single time I stopped, it was harder to get back, and then it's harder for me to get to where I was before I quit. It's so true when they say there's so many quotes about stopping and quitting, and like they're all so true.
Yeah.
Like, just don't give up, stay consistent.
Yep.
Because what got me when I came back this last time and I ran through my head was Stacy saying, you are consistent. You've been consistent in the wrong ways, but you know how to be consistent. So just pick one thing and be consistent in it.
Yep.
And that's what I would say to them.
But isn't that crazy though? I'm like, but you are consistent, right? So you might go, oh, I'm not consistent. I quit and start all the time. That's consistency. So it's a skill transfer, right? So again, was that a negative?
Right. It's not your brain's a muscle.
Yes. You got to exercise it every damn day, especially when you're about to have your period.
Oh God. Yeah.
Today has been a shit show.
Too. Not to eat all the chocolates.
Oh my God, I can't right now. Like, I wanted to rip my eyes out with this homeschooling stuff today.
So my God, when you started talking about hurricanes and tornadoes, I'm going, yeah, she was in science class too long and remote learning.
I did. I'm not joking.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my gosh, but it's true, you guys. Like, if you are consistent in something, right? You might go, yeah, but I start and stop all the time. You're consistent. That means you already have it in you. You just have to skill transfer it. That's it. So you can't say to me, I'm not consistent, because yes, you are. Remember, professional quitter over here, professional cheater on tests, professional, right? I had to skill transfer it, right? But you know where the skill transfer comes from? Personal development. You got to build from a wishbone to a backbone, right? And we have to grow thick skin. And that's hard. It's hard because I know everybody in here is also a professional people pleaser, and I get it. And I'm a recovering people pleaser. Sometimes I get caught up. Sometimes my family puts me back in that space and I'm like, oh wait, no, you know? So I just want you guys to know that this girl over here has shown everybody, and we're just focusing on her tonight, obviously, that consistency wins over time. Her hair is healthy. Her mind is healthy. Your body is freaking sensational. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I'm so thankful you're part of our family. I'm thankful that you're a leader. I'm thankful that you are the leader of your life.
I'm grateful for this group. Thank you.
I love you tremendously.
Don't make me cry.
More, you little cupcake. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And Cassandra, thank you. I know you were really nervous. I know this is like outside the comfort zone for you to be put on the spotlight, but the universe certainly has a spotlight on you, my friend. So thank you for shining. Okay. We love you guys. We hope this inspired you. If you guys have any more questions for Cassandra, please feel free to private message her. She is an open book and an open heart and an open soul. And she is here for everybody and she's here for herself. So thank you. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Happy October 1st. All right. I'll see you guys mañana. Bye.